Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us on this lovely Wednesday night for our Valorant broadcast. I know I'm happy to be here. Wednesday.
Tuesday.
It's Tuesday. It's Tuesday night. Off to an absolutely rock solid start. Jack, how are you feeling?
I am so excited to be here tonight. If you don't know what is going on, well then welcome. My name is Jack Retros, and I'm joined with Libby Turbo. We got the OGs. We got the OGs back.
Yeah, it's been a while. I haven't been here. You haven't heard from me at all this semester.
No.
But you know what? Every once in a while, gotta show out.
Gotta be here.
Gotta show out.
Gotta be here to support your fellow Eagles, because tonight is the Mace offline qualifier against Radford University. We have our UMW Eagles lined up, playing a very interesting, very fun, very exciting series for us tonight. And like I did mention, the winner of tonight will qualify and go to the offline Mace event at Radford University. And who are we playing for that qual, Libby?
I do believe you said it was Radford.
Radford University, which is interesting.
Hypothetically.
Lay it on me.
Hypothetically, Radford is hosting this offline event.
Indeed.
Which this match is qualifying for.
Indeed.
So, hypothetically,
Following.
is there a chance that Radford does not play in their own land?
There is a possibility, as this is a single elimination bracket, the style that it's in. The top 8 teams throughout the league did qualify for this bracket. UMW placed in the 8th seed, Radford at the 1st. So the winner of this is just going to leave us 4 teams left. All teams will be going to Radford University to play offline, on site, no lag, which is the best way you can be asking for a game like that.
Absolutely.
But going over with the maps tonight, we are going to start attacking on Split. And then we're going to move into attacking on Lotus. And if it does go to that game 3, we are going to be defending on Icebox.
You know, I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I am an Icebox lover. As much as I don't want to see this go to a game 3, I would love to see some top-tier Icebox gameplay.
It would be exhilarating, but there are some more people that we need to thank for being here, and that can be no one else other than our sponsors. Starting off, we have Colonial Internal Medicine Associates. Everyone, we're getting back into allergy season. My eyes are itching, and I am using 110% of my brain not to completely just go crazy and scratch them. But Colonial Internal Medicine Associates will help us all the way through this allergy season and this sickness season. We're just getting into the weather changes. People are going to be getting sick, so stay healthy out there. And Colonial Internal Medicine Associates, thank you for keeping our athletes healthy. And Sporting Next Level for taking our gamers to that next level. They are doing fantastic stuff for our players out here tonight. They are doing so much, both those. And Libby, why don't you tell us about our third and final sponsor?
You know, you were talking about upcoming seasons, allergy season, but even more importantly, our upcoming season, baseball season.
Yeah!
At the Fred Nats, the local minor league baseball team here in the Fredericksburg area. Absolutely splendid way to spend your time on these spring and summer evenings, supporting your local squad. It's always a great time at the Fred Nat Stadium.
Yep.
I know it. You know it. Huge supporters of our UMW Esports squad, and we could not be happier to have them on our team.
Yeah, so thank you to all of our sponsors for supporting the program and making sure our athletes are able to accomplish and do the things that we love to do, and that is play video games. But already getting into this map, we're seeing UMW hard lock in their comp. And Libby, I don't know when the last time I know you've probably been watching in your free time, so you may know of these changes, but this is your first time truly casting these changes. We got Saturn on the Rays, Doi on the Cypher, which has shown to be a tried and true character for him, Diamond on the Omen, Death on the Viper, and we're going to have Zipper on flashes with that KO. So we have the double smoke. We are attacking, so we're going to have a little bit more of post plant, where it does look almost like a mirrored comp. However, Bradford, instead of running the KO, is going to be running the Sky, which Sky gone through some nerfs. Not as a dominant top tier as she used to be, but still a prevalent one. How do you think UMW differing with the KO is gonna possibly see maybe like support or failure, missing some maybe of those more controlled flashes?
I mean, really, I think KO can be a real make or break character. I think Sky's playing it a little bit safe, knowing that you have some of those heals on the like out there. But I think KO, like, that's a strong move. I think oftentimes you can't really go wrong with a KO pick as long as you're confident in yourself and in your team, choosing to move for KO instead of going that heals route.
Yeah, so we're gonna take a step up here. Viper wall up on the A, as Saturn seems to be the only one. Doi on the cam supporting that duelist, that in-game leader, as Saturn trying to get a little bit of intel, but it looks like Radford's going to be sitting more mid as Diamond slowly makes his way up sewers. Peeking out, it looks like we're going to have a little altercation, and mid, Diamond finding one, but he's immediately getting traded by the Viper. That's huge, but that is one smoke down for UMW, but that is a duelist gone. Now Death going to be dueling on site, training with Zipper right there. Smoke's gone. Cam up. Bomb down, post plant initiated. Here comes the flash out. Cypher gonna swap out to Viper, finding another one. 3v2 right there. Doi finding one, finding almost two, and now we have a 2v1. Saturn last up, no util pushing through. Not gonna be able to find it right there. I held my breath just a little bit before I went absolutely crazy, but UMW taking these trades one by one, but force the man down in the last situation, and that's when it really counted. But UMW, it's okay. That was a pistol round. We're gonna wow, Bradford already gonna force buy there. The Viper buying a Phantom and Lights with the rest of the team opting to play it a lot more safe. UMW going for the full save right here to be able to full buy next round. What do you think Bradford's trying to do right now?
I mean, I think they have that ounce of momentum from the pistol round, and they are going to do anything they can to hold on to it with this force up here. And we'll see if it pays off for them or not.
We have three sitting mid right here. Looks like one to get into a major altercation. That is Zipper going to get found out. That's Saturn going to get found out as well. Very difficult going into a stinger. Those close range battles. You are not going to be favored in that scenario, but a little bit of damage is going to get healed up by the Sky. We have a 5v3 right now as the Viper wall runs out. That was Brandon's Viper wall. I want to correct myself the first time around. I'm used to us being on the defending first on some of these maps, but Doi peeking out right here. That's Death going to get found out. 5v2, both last UMW players sitting mid. Sky dogging over there. Doi trying to find something as... Ooh. That's the Race finding one more. Diamond sees where she is. Spraying through, but not finding anything. Wanting to play aggressive here because he knows UMW needs this later round, but not going to find anything. That is a flawless for Radford. They are shutting UMW out as early as they can. They want to get into their heads. They want to break UMW down. But I know that this team has prepared for this day, this very moment, for
Absolutely.
a good couple weeks now. So not two simple rounds is not going to make or break it.
And now our UMW squad, we see it right there, have bought up. They have their Vandals, they have their Phantoms, they have their full shields. They are ready to go.
But we have no money.
A big force.
Yeah, seeing a lot of first-time chatters in the chat right now. Hello, everyone. Glad you are here to support UMW because I do see some what's good GMUs, and that's Saturn immediately getting taken down. Trying to push through right there. Flash not finding anyone. Everyone weakened as they make their way onto site. Looks like the plant's going to try to go down. Doi sitting close right here. Nade going top. Going to cover everything right there. Creeping up, not finding anything, but it looks like Radford's going to want to go for a swarm right here. Diamond does get blinded. Doi's able to find one. Doi finding two, but getting picked down right there. Here comes the smoke out, giving a little bit of time. Mason finding one. Brandon finding one. Mason finding one for himself. UMW, a 2v1 right here. Knife to shut down. Now finding it on Sky. Flash coming up. That's Death finding one. That's the first round over to UMW.
There we go. At the beginning of this round, you were talking about the eco hurting a little bit. That round is going to do some damage control in terms of the eco. We see a little bit of a struggle with some of our players that got eliminated in that prior round. But having those two, having Death and Zipper still with those Vandals is going to be a bit of a boost.
Yes, but now we see over on the side of Radford, here comes the full buy. They have no money themselves, so it's going to be a little bit difficult. Pushing through right here. Thank you to Teleg, Ethan, for 7 months with the Twitch Prime supporting your fellow Eagles, and thank you to Cryo, or yeah, it should be Cryo, or no, Cairo Kitsune, because it's the YRO, and Have Faith Val for following and supporting UMW's Eagles. Gotta fix the stream title. Is there something wrong with the stream title? If someone could let us know right here. But we're already in the round 4. Between rating right here. Bomb is down. That's Death gonna get found out. Zipper as well. And there goes Saturn, taking down one by one. Doi able to find one, able to find two, but having to reload right there has put him in a bad position. But that is 2 Vandals down for Radford. But they are going to be able to pick up right there what they did not force buy. So
this is proving to be a bit of a slow start for UMW. We had the one round with a pretty decisive win, but now we're finding ourselves struggling a little bit to capitalize or get any sort of momentum here.
yeah, UMW, they just kind of look like they're taking these 1v1 trades and really getting just like shut down here. And it's difficult too because we're able to find the trades and go almost one for one most times. However, it sounds like here comes the Viper ult mid, and I think our boys were able to hear that. But pushing out through A right here, the Viper wall up, gonna give us a little bit of coverage as we're just checking all these angles. Viper and Ray sitting mid, so that's not truly a waste of a Viper ult, but that is still a lot of control if the team wants to rotate through. Sky sitting sight, Cypher in the back. Saturn looking around, spraying through, not finding anything in the wrong spot right here, rotating out. But Saturn going to be able to trade for Death right there. Diamond finding one for himself, but he is going to end up going down. Picking up the Vandal right there. We have a 3v3. Here comes the Cypher ult, though, for UMW, knowing where the rest of Radford is. Pushing back right there. Trying to peek, doing their best. Cam finding Viper right there. Saturn stuck on site. No one able to pick up bomb just yet. It is in a very scary position. Doi getting taken down by the Phantom right there from the Omen. Saturn pushing out, finding a little bit on the Viper, but where is Z right now? I think he's stuck in that corner right next to the bomb. Yeah, he's right there. He's got it in hand. So he is in a scary position. Flash coming out, trying to rotate through. Saturn being able to pick one off right here. Here comes the nade, missing that Omen blind. I'm going to be able to slowly make her way closer to the bomb. Only 18 seconds, 15 now, ticking down one by one to play with. She's got to make something happen. Going down to 30 health, you just got to make those trades right now. Looking out, looking around, trying to find something. Knowing Viper's up top right now. Knowing Omen's right there, but it's so difficult because they have to swing off of each other. That's not enough time. You have to save the weapon. Unfortunate. Wanting to pick up bomb and try to get a little bit of money. But Radford able to find it right there. And like I've been saying, UMW is finding these 1v1s and they're evening it up, but Radford is just able to pull barely through and get that leg up when they need it. Now UMW is in a very reserved buy. 3 ults to their name, however, which is pretty good. We have the Viper's Pit, we have the Omen TP, and we have the Showstopper. But Radford, it just looks like they have us figured out. Pushing through right here, we have both a Cypher Trip and the Viper orb mid, rotating through. Skydog coming out, not finding anything as Doi is able to safely hide. Wanting to push up, here comes the Cam, looking up top, not finding anyone. Spotting the Sky, but getting destroyed. That's all the intel UMW needs now to try to make a play right now. He has the cage lineups, I'm almost certain of it. Yes, he does. Saturn rotating through, trying to find one. on the blinded Sky, and it works out for her. No damage to her name, picking up that Vandal right here, and now with an ult of her own, here comes the KO. That is all the intel they need. Spraying through, Zipper finding it, trading for Saturn right there. Now Doi is able to pick that up. He has the Molly, but the Showstopper is gone, so any big plays that UMW wants to attempt to make are gonna take a little bit longer. Here comes the bot, pushing closer, but Doi not able to tick down and find it. He is stuck in this corner right now. He's gonna have to get his team to help play it. Cam still on cooldown. Here comes the Viper wall helping out a little bit. Here comes the Cam finding the Cypher. UMW has to make a play pretty soon. 3v4, but with the health, it's really looking like a 3v3. Zipper with the Vandal for himself, pushing out. Here comes the KO knife. Does he know? Here comes the flash.
Turning this 4v3 into a 2v3. 10 seconds left.
They know he's right there. Doi pushing out, but getting found out by the other angle. And here, UMW are finding themselves in a bit of a scary position. You made a great early play, and Radford was able to pick up the pieces that they were missing and pull through and win that round. So what does UMW need to do in these next 50 seconds to ensure that they will find success in the coming rounds?
You know, I know they're prepared for this. They know they're prepared for this. I think right now this is a matter of locking in a little bit. What do you think, Jack?
I think the team just needs to I think we need to calm down. I think we need to chill out. Honestly, while it may seem scary, we're the 8th seed going against the 1st seed. We're at the strategical advantage here. We're the 8th seed. So Radford knows if they lose this is going to be really scary for them, because now that's map 1 gone. And next thing you know, map 2 could just slip through your hands just like that before you even expect it. So UMW is going to have to regroup their mentals here, really trust each other as the team they know they are, the team they've been playing all season. They're going to come back, hopefully win these rounds and tie it up going into the half.
Sometimes you just got to play it like you got nothing to lose.
I also think the fact that, like, Split, I don't like Split. I think Split's kind of a bad map. And
I am a Split hater.
Split is one of those maps where you need to have the Viper, and you need to have a Cypher. You need to have a race. It's one of those maps where you're not really too able to diversify your comp. I mean, in terms
of... It's a very limiting map.
In terms of flashes you are, but in terms of ranked, I mean, you can play whatever the heck you want and see success. But sheerly for collegiate, as we're watching right now, here comes the Skydog out. Death destroying it, forcing himself into the corner, but he knows some are there. He's going to have to pop the wall if he wants to get out of this safely. That is just checkmate. He did not have the chance to get out. He wanted to see if he could take one before going down, but unfortunately the double swing there was all Radford needed. Here comes the showstopper from Raquel, popping it through, not finding anyone. Maybe a little bit of damage onto that Omen, but it looks like he's going to get healed up. Sky ult coming out, trying to get some info. And Spike is going down. We have no ults as Death was the only one with an ult, and that would have been perfect, especially for this A site. It's a bit more condensed. You have to force yourself going back instead of attacking from different angles. But Doi getting found out right there. We're at a 3v5 right now. Z holding close with this flash. Here comes the Sky Flash, popping it right over this little rotunda. Getting flashed himself, though. There goes Saturn. Another pop flash. He's able to find one, but he's just swarmed on site. UMW down 6-2-1. I mean, the repeated A pushes are pretty... They're fairly predictable, but when you have it's Cypher Sky Viper at the end of the day. Pushing onto B site is a little bit of a death sentence, and I think they're prepared for that, because Cypher, unlike KJ, you can just go wherever you want and just leave your util there. Same thing with Viper. You could just put it wherever you so choose and do whatever you want. So I think UMW just needs to... I think we need to play for second half. I think we need to play for defense, because our defense, I think, is going to be a lot stronger. Now with the Stinger right here, finding one. Here comes the nade. Death getting found out by the... Oh,
running into that smoke and
unfortunate.
getting found out by Sky.
They're just everywhere that we want to be. This guy going up. Diamond able to get on the high ground right here, trying to hold it, not finding anything. Viper smoke coming out. Here comes the KO lockdown. Gonna find two. That's the Viper. No util for a couple seconds. That could be huge for UMW. We need to play off every opportunity we get. Smoke coming out from the Omen is gonna allow the Rays to push through. Z holding close in here. We're gonna expect the Viper Molly to come out. Here comes a pop flash. No. Back off, play smart. Here comes the flash through, not finding anyone. But now they're just spraying. Caught in smoke going down, not able to find anyone. That's another flawless for Radford. 7-2-1. This is scary. UMW, you could see it on their faces right now. They're just playing to get around. It
definitely seems like that. And another thing I've noticed, it seems like both of these teams are trying to play very patient games. And it gets to the point where eventually someone has to make a move. And right now, it seems like we are not willing to be the people to do it. We're kind of letting Radford set the pace of this game in a big way.
Yes, I completely agree with that. I also think that they say that Split's like one of their best maps. I think they're lying to my face, which is okay. I mean, you can think whatever you want to think.
That's okay.
I do think they're a little as I believe as Bridget, one of our old production members, would say, silly and or goofy.
Silly
You would say that as
or.
well, silly and or goofy.
I would classify it as such.
However, we have Valorant to play. There are no shenanigans, no tomfoolery. This is all seriousness in a game that is essentially Overwatch CSGO.
Not able to get the swing on that Viper. That one hurt me a little bit.
That hurt one. That did
That one
hurt.
hurt me a little bit.
It's so unfortunate because we know what this team is capable of achieving.
Absolutely.
And Radford just seems like they studied for the midterm. They studied for the exam. They were prepared for this.
Absolutely.
And I mean, we talked about some bans beforehand. I do believe UMW is completely capable of making a comeback right now. I foresee us being able to make a massive comeback. But I think that Radford is just prepared for that comeback, so they are doing everything in their power at this moment to shut it down and make sure. The Omen smoke coming out, and that's all Radford need to know to go for a big commit right here. Shut down, not finding anyone, and immediately Raze looking away. Viper's sitting mid too, so we have a 3v3 right here, not finding anyone. Saturn shooting in the right direction though. Poppin' bomb buddy. Poppin' bomb buddy, not finding anyone. Rotating back a little off. You are so... Don't you have those moments where you just want to scream at the top of your head, little to the left
There
or
are
a little
times
to the right?
where I just wish I couldn't see where the enemy team is.
I definitely agree. I definitely agree. There are occasions that I wish that I could not see where the enemy was. Yeah, we were able to find one right there as Death does go down, but able to trade it out for the enemy Viper. So no Vipers, no cross-map util. And now I think that UMW is going to play with this advantage that they have. Saturn going down. Cypher, enemy Cypher, using their ult right here. Here comes the Sky holding close, though. Doi needs to play off of the cam very quickly. Finding the one tap onto that Raze, but there goes Z. Timer is ticking down, not able to find it on.
Falling in the 3v1, again, we keep finding ourselves in these positions where we're holding these relatively even rounds until very suddenly, it seems,
Yeah.
it turns into a 3v1 or a 2v1.
Radford is... I genuinely believe Radford is hard playing the counter UMW. They're playing super reserved and waiting for UMW to want to make that aggressive move. And the second they do, every single member pulls up and just finds UMW. I mean, you have 5 mid right now, and they hear it. Camera shot down, shutting no one down. Double cams coming out. No ults being used, but now UMW is they're in a tight position right now. Diamond finding one, TPing out. That's something started for UMW as Saturn's going to have to rotate back, spraying through to try to cover for him, but Saturn's going to be able to trade. Here comes the double satchel, but getting found out by the Viper. We have 2 ults to our name. Death could ult this if we want to go for the plant, but I think we want to just hold down and play maybe for another round right here. Maybe play for the 9-3. Never mind. Here comes the big ult. TPN's going to try and find as much as we can. Doi holding the bomb, sitting a bit back. Z able to find one in the big spray down. And now here's Doi ulting to confirm this round. Viper and Cypher making their way up through heaven. The double ticks is all they need. Z holding out, Brandon holding close, and Doi just sitting on cam. We come through, Viper spraying through, not finding anyone right there, but the perfect ping, knowing exactly where she is. Death just, he's ready. Oh, watching the push in. What a crazy flick from the enemy Viper, however. Doi sitting on that cam right now. He's able to know where they are. They are so close to finding the second round for themselves. Doi swinging off, and Z's going to be able to trade for him. That's finally some momentum back in the favor of UMW.
You know, I think the Viper ult mixed with the Cypher ult, that really allowed us to swing that in our favor. Obviously, in addition to it being a 2v1 at the end there. But just no visibility and all that intel, absolutely huge, allowing us to take that round and swing this back in our favor here. You know, we can definitely tell the eco is struggling a little bit, but we're still able to get that full buy.
Yeah, now it's just loadouts are tied up. We have basically 1-for-1 ult as this is the last round going into half. UMW, they're able to find the third right here. We could see a 9-3, but Radford wants to shut this down. Look how aggressive Sky's playing for her ult. They're going to have to push up right here, and they know exactly where she is. Saturn getting full blinded. How are you going to play off of it? You're not. Z's just going to be able to find you. Find another one up heaven. UMW is the one making the aggressive play right here, spraying through down there. There's the Cypher cam. Double push through. Doi finding one, Diamond finding one. Now we have a 4v3. We're going to have to play very safe right here. Pushing through the Cypher cams as he pushes back into screens.
Did not see
Z getting found out right there, and Cypher runs away to regroup with the Omen. 3v2, so it's still all right. I'm not gonna... Ooh, what a beautiful dink from Doi, not finding anyone mid, so he knows that the Omen has to be heaven. Spike is planted. 3v1 with 10 health and nothing else.
So low.
Nothing else to the name. He's just got to play smart right here. Look at all 3 members of UMW patiently watching that angle. Doi getting sprayed through, but not finding anything. Never mind. He goes down right there, and I think that's Omen wanting to play a bit more aggressive. But Diamond's going to be able to shut that down. UMW able to take one more round before going into this switch. Now, we are the ones on defense. We are the ones who are going to be able to shut down this Radford aggression that they are just... They're pulling out all the stops tonight. They really are. They're pulling out all the stops tonight. And that's a Viper wall I got to use more of right there. That covers a lot of A. That covers a little bit of mid. I mean, that's pretty good.
You know, coming in 9-3 into our second half here has a certain connotation.
Yes.
One that I will not say aloud. But,
not a word out of me.
you know, I think it is, to a certain extent, that gets in the head of some Radford players.
I do think so. I think it is. I think it very much exists, and we see Death going here for a very similar. Ooh, what an orb peak.
That was very fun and fresh.
That was a very unique orb peak. I don't know how to do that. They taught me how to do it, and I still can't do it. And look at the orb flashes right there. Only one snake bite, so you're only gonna be able to shut down a sightline for just a little bit. 3 Radford pushing up. Pushing through. Here comes the Molly, and they're all caught in it. Saturn able to find one. Boombot, here it comes. Not finding anyone as they're able to take it down. But that is still a big trade. Z able to find one right here, going for the shutdown and just leaving. He needs out. Only 22 health to his name, and you don't have heals like you are with the Sky. But that is your initiation player right there. That is your duelist. Here comes the flash, pushing through. Doi finding one, but getting taken down. Now we're at a 2v2. Another smoke coming out as Cypher's pushing up top. Saturn grouping up with him. Gonna have to watch this other angle as Cypher just wants to play back. Diamond has the classic. I don't think he saw the ghost right there, but I don't think it's a good idea for him to take it. Dropping down. Cypher pushing through right here. The smoke goes down. It's going to be very scary for UMW. That's a whole nother sightline you got to worry about. 2 seconds left. Unfortunate. UMW, they are so hit or miss with these pistol rounds, though.
They really are.
You know what I mean? Sometimes it feels like we win every single pistol round in, like, flawless fashion. Other times it feels like we win not a single pistol round ever.
Yeah. You know, you win some, you lose some.
Yep.
And sometimes you lose some more than you win some.
Yeah, very true.
And all is well in the world.
Very, very true.
Because the beautiful game keeps on going.
Mm-hmm. We could just get a quick look at the eco buy here. I think Radford is just going to hard force this, but going down the last 2 members, there's Zipper. Finding one! That's huge, but that's Saturn going to get taken down. Here comes the knife, and the swings just keep coming out. Diamond pushing through, trying to find something through the wall, but it is scary to push through an enemy Viper wall. Rotating mid, that's all UMW needs to know. They're going to try to pick up whatever weapons they can, but it just looks like classics and nothing else. Doi picking up one for himself, though. UMW, this is a scary position to be in. Radford has weapons. You don't. You have classics. You're full saving here. As they push out. Yep. And that's all it takes. That's all it takes.
You know,
Having an SMG is better than a classic in some scenarios, if you're looking.
Very true.
But here comes the force. Here comes the round 3 force buy, and I mean that makes total sense. Why wouldn't it? You know, UMW full buying here, full armor with rifles.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
They are in a position to take this round back, and it's going to force Radford into a buy themselves to match it. What a cage lineup! What a cage lineup!
He sets his cams up so high.
Oh,
1,
Diamond!
2. Unable to make it 3, but we will take that 2 happily. Another one falling to Zipper. Not able. Just caught a little red-handed by the Cypher there.
What a great play from Mason.
Yeah, just a lovely start to the round. Cypher also with a good deal of damage.
Brandon
as well.
had the perfect flank. They were not ready for it, but the second that Cypher ulted, he's forced to back off. That could have been a big play for UMW right there.
Absolutely could have.
But that is getting rid of Radford's Neuralink. I think it's what it's called. Or Cypher ult if you just want to make it easy on yourself. Neuralink, I think that's the brain link thing.
I can't tell you it's right, but I can tell you that it sounds just fine.
Yeah. Let me use my trusty, handy little looky up tool.
Cellular device. Oh, spotted the Cypher there. That Omen blind going towards no one, finding the Cypher, and boom, there is 2 for Doi, securing the round for UMW.
No, I was close. Neural theft.
Neural theft.
Neural theft.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm. Trapwire, cyber cage, spy cam, neural theft.
Oh, that makes. It's on my screen every time it happens. Sometimes you don't notice, like, the most obvious
Yeah,
things.
honestly, I was gonna say, like, I feel like it's always right there when Cypher's, like, stealing like.
It is.
But, like, you
It
just
flashes on
you
your screen.
don't realize it.
And, hey, I'll say it. I'll admit it. Every single time I see it, I read it as neutral. And I always get
Neutral link.
confused because I don't think there's anything neutral about it.
Oh, Diamond seeing another one right there. Going for the flick down, able to find it through the corner. That is huge for them. Only 1 health left, TPing out to save his life. 5 health to his name. Oh, very scary. Very, very scary to find yourself in, but great stuff from Diamond right there, getting that opening pick, and that's how he likes to be playing. He wants to be playing aggressive. That is how he likes to play the game, and I mean, we've been seeing it since season 1.
Mm-hmm.
How he likes to play the game. Skydog coming through right there, finding one on the Zipper. He's going to have to be forced out. Smoke coming through, so Z has to decide. Does he stay? Does he cross? But that's Death getting found out. 2 pushing up. Smoke about to go down soon, but UMW with no Viper gonna have to play a lot safer than they're used to. Z hiding in this corner, listening. Here comes the smoke. Just sitting and waiting. Not able to find it right there, but he does have the info. Doi sitting on site. Going for the spray through right there with the one-way. Getting 1, but that's not a lot. Diamond. Ooh!
Okay, Shifty.
With the parkour. Raquel was not so unfortunate. Was not so fortunate. He got caught by it. Boombot not finding anyone, which could tell you a lot. I mean, you see the ping come out right there. UMW's just got to play very safe. A couple ticks left. There's not too much time you have left. I think they're just going to play to save right now. I mean, that sounds like the best play. Raquel not spotting the Cypher pushing up. But that's enough intel to know. Spraying through, not finding it. Diamond finding 1. As I think he's just going to go with bomb. You only have 5 health left. There's not too much you can do. Yeah.
That's Saturn able to save the Vandal, but I mean, that's us coming into a 12-4 game point.
That's scary. And it feels like Brandon is just getting picked at I feel like he's the first one to go down every round. He wants to be doing what Mason's doing right now and helping his team getting these opening picks so they're able to control more space freely.
But sometimes that's just not working.
But yeah, but in occasions like this, it is just scary. You are forced to you have to just play safe. You have to wait until they push on the site and just take 1 by 1, but it looks like it's going to be a full B right here. We have the neural link. There we go. Neural theft. From Doi, spray through smoke coming out right there. Full Radford going through mid. Here comes the smoke cam coming out. Diamond sitting here though. TP out. Getting found out by the Skydog, but using both TPs to save his life. Flash. No TPs just yet as Z able to find one onto the Omen. Pop flash out. Not spotting anyone because the smoke is there. Spraying through. No one just yet, but Ray's hopping up. Finding a little bit of damage onto the sky. Spotting 2. Diamond able to find one onto the Rays, and that's already something for UMW. Here comes the neural theft, and now Radford's got to get out of there or take the fight.
Oh, taking some damage there, but he knows that these Radford players want to take this fight mid. That is Sky falling. Cypher through this smoke, getting found out by Zipper. Making this a 5v1. That's Zipper falling to the Viper here. Ultimately being found out by Diamond, securing the round. Not letting this game end just yet. Not giving Radford that satisfaction. And extending this a little bit longer. What are you thinking, Jack?
I'm thinking that UMW, that was a big round for them. You're forcing Radford not to have a complete full buy and save just a little bit. Sky does have ult, but we have KO ult. We have Omen ult.
Look at that scrawny little Radford buy. Pistols. Oh, we got a stinger in there.
It's going to be a full save. And, well, a reduced buy, let me say it. I'll say that. Not a full save. It's going to be a reduced buy.
A Sheriff can go a long way. But
oh, yeah, we've seen Sheriffs can go a long way. I mean, they're completely able to one-tap just like most other rifles. Diamond going to get blinded, and Z have to get out for himself. Here comes the blind from Diamond as Z holds close right here. Molly out. He does have ult, so if Sky decides to ult, Radford did leave bomb down, so they are going to play... They're going to play the very highly aggressive game that they want to do. They just want to take this last round in stride. And they want to go to map 2, and I don't blame them. Diamond getting found out. Z spraying through, finding one. And this is where it gets scary. Now, Radford has 2 rifles for themselves. They were able to play highly aggressive like that. The Boombot going down. Boombot coming out from Saturn as well. Not getting into heaven as Radford is just hard leaving. Rotating around. And now, Radford has site control. Saturn and Brandon leaving off of B. Ooh, Doi able to find one.
Big pick for Doi.
Big pick for Doi.
That is making this a 3v3. However, Saturn with a little bit of damage there.
No, it's not. 15 seconds. They have to get Spike down. Brandon sitting in the smoke right there, going down as far as he can. Doi finding a little bit. But Cypher does not want to give himself away. There goes Death. There goes Doi. And now it's all on Saturn. Heels coming out, trying to get the team. You are just stuck in this very scary position. Cypher holding up top. They know exactly where you are. There's no place else you can be. And with rifles, it looks like UMW has to start thinking to go to map 2. This is terrifying.
Such a terrible situation to be in here.
Yep. I mean, UMW, they were able to fight back a little bit there, picking up a couple rounds in the second half, but Radford, at every single point, every turn, every small push UMW was making, were able to push back, and it was just stronger. It was, you know, they were able to win out in those 1v1s, taking trades instead of just completely soloing it. And I mean, there was 3 flawless rounds in a row. It's very difficult to come back from.
Absolutely.
You have so much money, not only for that, the next round, but the round after that, even if you lose. So you can just go full buy if you so choose, and UMW just were not able to keep up in terms of the pace of the match, in pace of the rounds, pace of the eco, and just pace of their own players falling down.
So that is GG's to Radford on game 1. However, that is far from the end of our Valorant for the night. Looking towards game 2, attacking on Lotus.
Yes.
And I'm excited for this one.
I'm excited. I think Lotus is one of our better maps. Again, I don't like Split. I think Split's kind of a bad map. I couldn't tell you why. I really just don't like Split. I think there's just too much going on. But Lotus
anti-Split.
But Lotus Split makes sense for so much going on because it's 3 sites, and every site has their own style. And then after that, if we see a game 3 coming out, we are gonna see Icebox, which we love.
We love Icebox.
We love Icebox, and we love old Icebox too. Icebox did get a minor rework, so we could be seeing that, which would be very, very exciting. But don't go anywhere. We're gonna be back in just a couple of minutes for map 2 attacking on Lotus, and we will see you all then. Alrighty, welcome back, everyone. If you are just joining us, it is the UMW Eagles versus Radford University in the Mace qualifier for the offline LAN at Radford University.
And we are gearing up for game 2 of our event. Radford took game 1 on Split, but we are gearing up for a game 2 on Lotus, and we have our comps locked in.
Yeah, very interesting. We're going to see Saturn again on the Rays mirrored on Radford's side. Brandon again on the Viper, once again mirrored. Same thing with Diamond on the Omen, but this is where the comps differ. We see UMW with the Chamber and the Sky, and Radford with the Fade and KJ.
I have not seen somebody play Fade
in forever, it feels. Ever since Haven got out of the map pool, it feels that Fade just disappeared from the meta. But really, Fade just is still super duper strong and really never left. But I mean, other characters are just better.
Yeah. And we were talking about Sky during game 1, but I will say I do love a Sky on Lotus. Something about it feels right, and I'm looking forward to seeing it here in game 2. Starting on attack here.
We're going to be pushing through, picking up the spike right there. UMW looking like they're going to opt to be 3 on C, 2 on A, but leaning more towards the B side. Nope, regrouping and going A. We have the wall set up, but KJ has the setup as well. Diamond looping back around, making sure to hold behind, spraying through, but not finding anything. Here
Brandon
we
going
go.
for
The
early
Molly
orb.
setup going out. I believe that's both Molly. Here come the Skydog pushing on the site. Viper Molly way back right there, pushing through. Double Satchel not finding anything, but Saturn having the more aggressive advantage, peeking up there. Here comes UMW now for some aggressive plays. Double drop right there, not finding anything, but Def going to be able to get one. 2v4. We do have the Chamber Sheriff, which is a one-tap, just like any Vandal, and
There it
proving
is.
it right there. KJ Turner coming out, gonna find a little bit of her, but knowing that Viper is still dropped, picking up Spike. Gonna look heaven, not find anyone. Diamond, last person alive, held in this corner right here. Able to find one, not seeing the other two drop. Very scary to be in, but UMW already looking like they are playing this. They are playing this pistol round a lot better.
You know, I think that brought back some of the good old UMW aggression that we used to see a lot. We didn't see a ton of it in game 1 there. But going for a big push there, I mean, not right off the bat in our round, but they went for a pretty aggro push there on the A.
Agreed.
And they made it further than we saw in a lot of the rounds game 1. So we'll see if they stick with that kind of game plan. And it looks like we're going for a push onto B here.
Skydog coming out, full all of Radford now swarming to cover UMW as we make our way onto site. 2 up top in that heaven area right there. Flash coming through, spray down, finding one onto Saturn, holding close in the smoke. Oh, double with the boom bot. And now it is just Death left alive, not getting found out, but here comes the hard rotate, trying to pick up that orb. Spraying through, getting one, knowing there's a second there, but doesn't want to play too aggressive off of it. Just swinging through to cover for the team, and that's all they need. I just looked at chat. I have no clue what they're talking about. Not a single idea what chat is talking about. I was curious because I keep seeing Telig's name. I keep seeing the UMW Esports Mary Wash Day thing pop up, and I just saw whatever conversation's going on. I am so lost.
Huh?
However, thank you everyone for typing in chat.
And you know what time it is. Round 3, Force Buy.
Force Buy,
Here
yep.
we go.
Full Vandals, full Vandals light armor. Looks like we're going to just be full opting for A. Oh, just fast push. Go, 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 go. Molly's coming out right there, cutting off the one side, having to push through the Viper wall. A little bit of decay running off right now. We're at full health. Sitting back, that's KJ. Now having to push out. Done pushing out. Saturn going to be able to trade for it, though. 4v4, tossing the Molly up, but getting found out. Knowing where the fade is right there, sitting in the corner. Doi and Diamond playing back right here as Zipper is going to be holding where that fade is. Divided by the wall, they're going to have to rotate out, but Doi is going to keep sitting right there because he knows that he might, never mind, he's just leaving. Zipper's caught out a little bit. No one's specifically watching the angle as he's able to kind of slip by right there and make his way away from the A site, probably rotating more to the C site. Viper holding behind, watching some angle. I honestly don't know. But with a 3v4 and Viper on literally 1 HP, just gotta ask yourself, what is happening? And it looks like UMW is finally gonna get the plan down. A little bit lost to where they could be. Grouping up right there. 2 double stacking. We have the fade and all 4 Radford members grouping up, wanting to make this big push, swarm UMW while they have the chance. We are watching the sightlines right now, making sure that's not going to be able to happen. Z might be able to hear something, but no, just unsure. Hard watching that angle. Here comes the Omen blind, and now it's just Diamond on the bomb.
Jumping out of the smoke and finding Mason there.
Yeah.
You know, I've noticed that Radford is extremely committed to the double peek.
Radford is very committed to the double peek because they know they'll get one. Regardless of how they do it, now they have full buy. And this is scary for UMW. They'll get one.
Feeling a bit reminiscent of the first couple rounds of game 1. However, I think Lotus is a better map.
Yep. Lotus was our pick. I was talking to the players in between. They said Lotus was our option. Doi finding the head of the enemy raise, but not claiming it just yet. Able to hang on a little bit more to life. The one-way smoke coming out going to give them a little bit of time to grab that orb and push away. The low flash is going to be try to be able to find them. Yep, and now pushing back. Saturn getting found out, but Death's going to be able to trade for it. Ooh, Doi picking one up, though. Gonna find the Vandal. Yep, 3v3. Trades through, spray down. That's Doi gonna get found out by a very interesting angle, but Z trading with his life. Diamond only on 8 health. Pushing out that door again. I don't really think they know where he could be right now. And Diamond in the tricky position. He has time. He just has to clear this as KJ rotating through our spawn. Bomb spike going down. That is going to give him time to ult. He wants to push away. Looks like he's going to be rotating out right here as KJ's creeping up near Mound. I don't think the two are going to meet as Diamond just clearing all these angles. KJ playing a lot more aggressive though. Diamond is just looking in the completely wrong direction. Clearing all the angles. Unsure where KJ could be. Walking up the right way, though. He's looking up. He's just looking away. In scenarios like this, I wish I could yell. I just wish I could scream. Look behind you.
Oh my goodness.
It's so unfortunate. And the KJ just sitting so far away from any aggression. Just did not.
Nah, that'll make me punch the wall right there. That's one of those ones.
It's a little tilting. You know, you're able to get a very unique pick onto the enemy Viper, and you think that you finally have the position up. However, Diamond just clearing every angle he knows he should be clearing, except the one that needed to be cleared.
Saturn falling early, as well as Zipper.
And again, Radford just look like they're playing counter UMW. They're ready for the super aggressive pushes. They're ready for the super weak moves.
Super back here, not making any moves yet. Knowing that this is a 3v4, playing at a bit of a disadvantage, definitely taking our time and assessing our options here. But it looks like we're ready to commit to a B push.
Finally full regrouping right here. We're going to be able to get away with the KJ turret popping down. KJ is going to want to swing off of it. Here comes the Skydog. Brandon wants to play a little bit aggressive before it, though. Clearing that angle right here. Here comes the Molly, seeing two up top, and Brandon is stuck in this Molly. Spraying through, trying to find where the Viper could be, but no signs. Skycat coming out, wall up, spraying through. Diamond being able to pick one off. Death finding another one.
It does even us out to a 2v2.
They have the spike, they have time, and it's going to go down, but Death getting found out at the last possible second before that door closes, and now we have Diamond again in a 2v1. Breakthrough's coming right here, not getting found out, not going to get found out by that eye as well. Just unfortunate. Unfortunate. UMW down 5 rounds, and on all of their faces, it looks like this game is completely over. This timeout is so crucial to them because this is the sign. This is the time UMW needs to lock in and find the energy, find the emotion, the strength to keep pushing and bring back these rounds that Radford is just stomping out at every possible moment.
There was a conversation amongst the Smash team earlier today talking about that hunger, that drive. You have to want it more than the other team does, more than these other players want it. And right now, we're lacking that energy.
Yeah.
We're lacking the drive.
Yeah. No, I completely agree. It feels like the want to win is there. I know UMW wants to win. I know they want to go to the offline. They want to win. They want to win Mace. But it just feels like Radford just wants to do it more.
Something's not clicking just yet, but we'll see if that timeout was able to kick something into high gear for our Eagle squad. Coming into round 6.
Yeah. We are on round 6. UMW going to do their best to try to find a round here and shut down Radford's momentum that they have been carrying with them. And I do want to apologize for maybe the more quiet in-between moments in some of these rounds, but there's just some, Lotus is a big map. There's a lot of times where it's just really, really hard to talk about what's going on when nothing's going on. But I mean, that's all more fun. Just wait, just patience, and you feel the stress of the players as well. This Fade Eye coming, the Fade Eye coming out, not finding death as he's solo pushing up A. He wants to find an early pick to let UMW know that they have the upper hand in this round, even scoping in possibility to find it. You have the Fade. Oh, that was very scary, and that could have been life or death. Here comes the... Wow. He is stuck.
From the nade there.
He is stuck. They know one is there, so he's not going to be able to push out. Here comes the flash. Possibly. No, Brandon wants to stay there. He wants to make UMW known, and he wants to known at least position-wise. Just push through another Fade Eye. It has been a full 30 seconds. This round is 30 seconds till done. UMW pushing up one ult to their names. Here comes the Skydog trying to clear sight, blowing this up, and here comes the Showstopper out from Radford. Trying to find someone. Brandon pushing up atop B upper. That is what that's called, and that's a goofy name. Doi finding one. Z and Death finding one for themselves. Finally, something happening with 10 seconds left. No one has the spike, though.
One enemy remaining.
Doi finding one, and now KJ just needs to hide. Oh, if Z turned around and just saw where that KJ was, that could have been a very different story.
A bit of an upsetting round there, knowing they had that one in the bag. They just didn't have the 4 seconds they needed.
They didn't have
to get that spike down.
They didn't have the extra 4 seconds they needed to find it. I mean, the plays were finally made, and UMW were finally able to get that foot up. Z got a pick. Brandon got a pick finally after sitting A site literally the whole round, and everything was perfectly there to ensure that UMW could win that round. But no one had this. No one had the
spike.
No one had the spike. Blue Jay.
Whoa, all sorts of util going down at doors there. A very quick round. So much happening all at once.
Blue Jay, I'm looking at you in chat. It is not Mary Wash Day today, but our director, Mark Link, has been working on the bot for this all last week. So it's just kind of running, and glad to know that it's actually working. That's very reassuring. However, it is going to be Thursday where our director, Mark Link, will be playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy and hopefully losing his mind for Rage. I am very excited. Saw the jump peak right there, but Diamond immediately going down. Saturn having to rotate away, but Spike is in a very scary spot, pushing through right here. Hiding in this corner. Pushing out into both Z. Wow, that is a very scary position to find yourself, Raze. Now the Omen hiding in his own smoke. Right here, full team grouping up. Only Fade on A, but she does have an Odin, which is not a weapon to be joking around with. Running away right there, trying to regroup with the team is now Viper's sitting there as well. Brandon's wall's up, gonna give her a little bit of coverage. Z knows she's there and he's ready for it. 4v3. right here, watching the tag. Death able to find one. Now KJ and Fade for Radford have to do something for the team. Death trading right there, finding one, but it's just KJ left. Spike is down in a very scary position, and as KJ inches up, Saturn is able to find it, and that is the first round. First round for UMW. Finally, a speck of light in this game. UMW are going to take this one round they have and just push it all the way to the end. I could just feel it in my bones.
Really, the Eco not looking too bad over here. Coming into round 9.
As we push up right here. Sorry for the tab on screen. Production's just doing something super quick, but that is Viper finding 3 off the bat. Radford did not like that UMW were able to find that one round. And they're just like, you know what? We're gonna crush every ounce of joy you got from that. We are going to make sure that this game does not go on longer for any more. Look how close Viper's playing.
None of these shots are connecting right now.
It feels like UMW is almost just letting it's like magnet heads. You know what I mean? Like a TF2 mod. It just feels like these bullets are magnetizing to UMW's head a little bit. Which, I mean, some Johns, maybe a little bit of Johns in my part. But I mean, Radford is just everywhere UMW wants to be. At every moment, Radford is exactly where UMW wants to be playing. It just goes to show that I mean, UMW picked Lotus, but Radford probably loves Lotus just as much as UMW. Zipper trying to take a little bit of a trade, but getting down with damage right there. Getting fully healed up as UMW looks for an aggressive push going onto C. No one opening door, and they're going to have to make their push through. We do have the showstopper, and that might be brought into play. Yep, double satchel through. Not finding anyone. And here comes Brandon dropping down. Saturn pushing through, not finding anyone with the showstoppers. Radford was completely able to get out, fully regrouping, and it looks like we're going to be taking these two. It's a full 5v5. Look at Saturn sitting all the way back there, spraying through, not finding anyone. Diamond going to get found out as Saturn rotates off. She knows there are some back there. Doi able to pick up one for himself. Death going down here. The Viper pit is leaving. Zipper able to find another one. Heal coming out. Molly coming out. The running gun. Z was able to find one, but now it is a 1v1. Doi versus... You just can't win it.
With what, 8 health to your name against an Odin. It's just not going to happen. That's going to make it 9-1 in favor of Radford.
I think we could see another 9-3 here. I think UMW is perfectly capable of it. It just feels like we have to... We just gotta lock back in and wake up. Viper Pit coming out on C. So UMW opting to go more towards A side. The full buy is going to allow UMW to play a little bit more aggressive here. Here comes the Eye and the Omen wanting to push out, but Z shutting it down immediately. Doi able to find it. We have a 3v3 already. Spray down nose. Fade is on site, but again, just more bullets faster. That is how I would perfectly explain. That is how I perfectly would explain the Odin. Just more bullets faster. Pulling out right there. Yep. 2v2. Finding one. KJ and Viper trying to group up as Spike goes down. No. Oh, please. Come on. You know, you guys got to get it down. Saturn popping up right there. Gonna have to hide in this corner and really play for this post plant. Both on high ground. Watching down on these lower angles. That is not where... I don't think that's where Mason wanted to go. Just having to play super carefully, watching the lower angle as Saturn's up top, finding one and finding the second one. Great clutch from the IGL right there. Saturn bringing back the confidence to UMW, showing that there is still hope in this game. It's possible. They're buying the Odin again because they know it's working and they have the money to do so. I mean, look at Fade's wallet.
I'll say it. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the Odin gameplay. Do I understand the grind? Absolutely I do. Is it working? For sure.
Yeah, for sure. For sure, for sure. Trying to play something on B side. Doi opting to play completely on C solo as Brandon's sitting back, wanting to wait for the opening with his team before they regroup. Door, it sounds like it's gonna. It looks like it's probably gonna swing open. Here comes the Fade ult from the side. Wow, 1 health onto Saturn. You have to just leave. Leave right now. You do not want to get found out. But Diamond going down. Unfortunate spray from Z. Death getting found out. Doi able to pick one up. And here comes the enemy KJ ult. Taking down the util. They know where she is. Saturn double satcheling on the site. Only a little health to her name. Doi, you got to get out of this. And he's able to do so. Flash coming out, finding one. Has more health, so he's going to want to play up right here. That's really actually...
Spray from every direction here. Able to find one on...
Just got completely
Sky.
smothered.
Not much you can do there.
Just completely swarmed right there.
That will conclude our first half of game 2, bringing us into our second half on the defense.
Yeah.
At a 10-2.
Radford has more of a defender-sided comp, but their post plant is going to be terrifying. You have Viper mollies, you have KJ mollies, you have Raze nade, you have so much to work with, and it's very scary. So UMW is going to have to play for their picks very resourcefully, and Radford only needs 3 more rounds to close out this series 2-0 and secure their spot at their own offline event. Which, you know, cool. Cool, I guess.
Cool, dude.
I do think it's interesting though that they're hosting the event, but there is also a possibility that they don't qualify for their own event. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's really interesting to me that you don't hold it at like an exterior site.
I feel like somebody's got to have kind of ups the ante a little bit.
Yeah. It does. And I think I honestly think that's just a massive power up for them. And I think
home field advantage is real.
Home field advantage is very real.
And I feel like that's something that we don't really talk a whole lot about in like esports since so much of this is online.
Yeah.
I mean, when we're talking about like a LAN event, like that's huge.
Yeah. And I mean like when we went
going down here?
When we went to ODU's game, it was very scary because you're playing to win with an entire home crowd. You know, you're in their arena. You're there playing against like them in their home turf. And they were able to pull out the win, and Z able to find one right there onto the Z able to find one. Ooh!
Quick flick from Z.
Quick flick. Little does he know that the last 2 are sitting right there. Diamond able to find it. Very scary. Having to go for the defuse. I don't think he has time. Diamond able to pick it up right there. Is that enough time to defuse? Yes, it is! UMW picking up another round, an amazing pistol round clutch. That is exactly what we want to be seeing. Diamond defending Saturn with his life, with his body, making sure that she does not go down. Because if she was to go down, Don't look. Shut up.
That is my favorite kind of pistol round. A UMW pistol round, right
That's
there.
a UMW pistol
In
round.
true fashion. Absolutely.
Our boots were shaken.
Absolutely. Whew. I gotta take a deep breath after that one. Ooh.
Ooh.
Ooh, it
Ooh. That was disgusting. Honestly, if that was me, I wouldn't let that happen.
Beautiful use of chamber.
Wouldn't let that happen. But that's why I'm not playing. Saturn able to find one with the boom bot, but is going to get down and traded. Doi finding one for himself. Flash coming out. We're in a 4v2 right here. But the beautiful one tap from the fade right there. You got to show respect where it is. Another beautiful one tap from KJ. That is insane. Death with the diamond. Great spray down. You know where the last one is right now. Again, so holding the team, making sure that they don't go down. Pros don't fake, and he's going to try to stick it. You have the stinger. No bullets left. It is halved. The tap, pushing up, spraying through. You're going to have to hold it.
Oh!
So close. Literally nanoseconds away. Nanoseconds away.
It's just like nails.
It's
on
so
the,
it's so
nails
stressful.
On a chalkboard
It's
for
so
the soul.
stressful.
You know, like
That is a fantastic analogy.
Like I felt that deep in my being in a way that I cannot explain.
That was a very good analogy.
Thank you.
That was very, very
I appreciate
impressive.
that.
But UMW, they're able to find some life. They're able to play like we woke up. Like we're here. We're ready. We're here and we're playing right now. Unfortunately, of course, the first round going back to Radford after before this timeout. 11-3. Libby. What does UMW need to do? What can we do?
2 words. Lock in.
Lock in.
Lock in.
We need to lock in right now.
At that point, you really can't spend all your time overthinking your game plan, overthinking your strategy. We're this far. It's not time for that. It's time to lock in.
Yeah.
They know what they're doing. They know the game they're playing. They just have to play it.
Yeah.
They just have to play it. So we'll see if this timeout is giving them some of that decompression that they need. Take a deep breath, recenter themselves, and just get back in the game.
Yeah. Having to lock back in. I mean, UMW has all the workings right now to be able to find round after round after round. We've seen it. We saw it in map 1, and we're seeing it in map 2. They're able to make these great plays between each other. But it's just not getting, it's just not working out.
Coming in pretty aggressive here to see.
No way.
That was
No, what is happening?
a peculiar interaction.
That was crazy.
The Bucky versus the Stinger.
Oh! Z is
Mr. Clean.
Z is showing to be a proficient master on this chamber. Very, very, it's everything you need. I just realized, look at where Bomb is. Look at where Viper is. Look at that scary position. And I think Doi knows, but look at how he's pushing out. Look at this. Look how close this angle is.
Does he know? He knows!
He knows! He's a knower! Oh! Wow.
He's a knower. In the biggest way.
Wow. How does he know? How did he know?
Some folks just know.
Bro is a knower.
Bro is a knower. You're either a knower or you're not a knower.
Bro is a
And
knower.
let me tell you, Doi, knower.
Bro, Doi's a knower.
There's no other way to say it.
Doi is a knower. That confidence, not only the confidence to swing the angle, but the confidence in knowing that somebody is going to be there, and then to pick up that rifle for yourself to find the round-winning pick. Beautiful. Beautiful. Really
Lovely,
great.
luscious,
really
impeccable gameplay. I'll say it.
makes me sad knowing that this is his last semester at UMW. He's a senior.
You learn something new every day.
Yeah, Doi's a senior. Which I only found out 2 weeks ago. Because I was like, man, Doi's going to be great going into the next
Some
semester.
intel
And they're
here. We know that we have 2 coming A.
Doi in a very scary position right now. He's got to break this door. He's got to rotate out, but he's going to get found out. That's... Trademark going down. Going to pick up the Phantom right there. Death finding one. Here comes the Raise Nade. Oh, what an unfortunate Raise Nade. Diamond able to pick one up as Z does go down. We have a 3v2. Look at Saturn just playing Ring Around the Rosie with this fade. Finding it though with the headshot. 2v2 team split.
I didn't know Ring Around the Rosie was a game that you could lose, but we didn't.
It is. You don't...
Maybe I don't know
You
Ring
don't
Around
fall
the
down?
Rosie.
You just stay standing?
But we all fall down.
But that's how you lose. You don't
That's
fall down.
part of the rhyme.
But you
Anyway.
don't fall down.
I think
Looking
we
at
need
chat.
to lock in ourselves here. Raze with barely any help to her name, but finding...
I'm not going to talk about that blast pack. I don't know if that was our blast pack or if that was Radford's blast pack, but that was a goofy blast pack.
Whatever it was, we're not talking about it.
Yeah. And UMW, 1 round away. 1 round away.
You know, nothing's over.
Nothing
till
is
it's
over. Nothing is over, but the end is nigh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I used that word wrong, but you get what I mean. The end is near.
I think you used that word appropriately.
Appropriately.
Unfortunately, however.
Yeah. However, comma.
However, comma, correct.
5-man push. 5-man push on to C. Here it comes. Death's gonna get
Omen
found out,
TP.
having to rotate back. Z finding the quick scope right there before Omen was able to react. Showstopper not finding anyone as Z pushing back right here.
Come on.
The spray through Diamond finding one for himself as Death is pushing up, gonna get one for his own. Death going to get picked though. The turret is there, so Z cannot pick without getting immediately into the line of fire. Doi does go down as well, so now we have a 3v2. Boombot coming out. We don't have a nade. Just spraying through, trying to find any damage. Fade eye. That's all the intel they needed. That's the one tap. Molly coming out. Turret not finding anything. Here comes the grasp. Decayed. 1 health. Spraying through. Making sure that Spike does not get planted. And that's the one tap. And that's the ace to end it. UMW. What looked like such a strong round turned out to be their demise.
You know, I really do think Fade there was a star player.
Yeah, Fade.
From Radford. In game 2 there. Just a force to be reckoned with a little bit. And we saw it clear as day in that last round with a final round ace. You know, a little hard on the heart there.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, that's difficult. But, I mean, we put up a good fight nonetheless. At the end of the day, UMW fighting to the very end. Unfortunately, only able to pick up 7 total rounds in that entire series. That's not how you want to end your season, and I know that the players are very hard on themselves, but you gotta don't look at the one game. You know, you gotta look at the whole season. It was a great season for them. They did great stuff, and going in the next semester, they're gonna be doing more great stuff. So
absolutely.
I mean, and of course, ending the season off couldn't have been casting with a better caster. Thank you to Eric and Caden as well for the whole season. You guys have been great to cast with. It's been awesome. Excited to do it again next semester, and Libby bringing up the last game. But one more time for Valorant, we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors. Libby, why don't you take it away?
I said it before and I'll say it again. Nothing says spring and summer in Fredericksburg like a good old trip to the Fred Nats Stadium to enjoy some snacks, some beverages, some impeccable minor league baseball in the Fredericksburg area. And as always, what a great supporter for UMW Esports. We could not thank Fred Nats enough for the support that they have shown us in bringing our program to the next level. And speaking of next level, Jack,
It's got to be sporting next level. Taking our gamers to the next level, helping us through this entire season. Every single one of our sponsors has just been such a beneficial factor for our program, making sure our streams are this quality, making sure that our games are this quality, and really helping us through the entire semester. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors. We're not over with the streams yet for this semester. However, we still do have Smash in playoffs. And again, one more time, on Thursday, our director, Mark Link, will be playing Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy for UMW Giving Day. So be sure to tune into that stream one more time on Thursday and make sure to donate to help the program. If we raise $1,000, he's going to be doing the one chip challenge. I am waiting in anticipation for that because I know that our program here and everyone watching these streams and supporting UMW Eagles will make sure that Mark experiences both rage and pain.
yeah, follow along, support the program,
Yes.
ruin Mark's day on Thursday.
Yes.
It'll be a great time. I mean, that is a win-win if I've ever heard of
That's
one.
a W. That's a big W. One more time, thank you, Libby, tonight for casting with us. Thank you to all the Valcasters who have brought us through the Mace season, and thank you to everyone who has taken their hand at production through the Mace season. Give it up for Santi for tonight, bringing us through the game. Big ups, really taking his spot and joining broadcast, I think like 2 weeks ago, and bringing through Val these past couple weeks. Thank you to everyone for joining the stream tonight, for supporting both teams. Congratulations to Radford, and good luck the offline invitational at your own college. So, get to wake up nice and late for that. I have been Jack Retros, captain of the Smash team, your Val commentator, joined with...
Libby, aka Turbo, another Smash player myself.
Yes?
We've had a great time watching some Valorant with you.
Yes.
And we hope to see you on one of our streams, mayhaps a Smash stream, mayhaps next week.
And definitely on Thursday. Have a good night, everyone. We'll see you then.